Good evening, Danomites. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. Oh, we've got some stuff to talk about, and it's not Jurassic Park, whatever the movie's called. Me and Jessica just got back from that new Jurassic World movie, and I gotta say, that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. No spoilers, but I'm just saying, save your money, wait till it comes out on streaming or something. It was bad. Anyway, what is also bad is the hundreds of thousands of pounds that has just been recalled of turkey bacon from Oscar Meyer, or owned by Kraft Heinz. Kraft Heinz. We will be reading from USA Today, but this is all over the news, all over the internet. But we are reading from USA Today's website. I'm going to dive right into it here. And remember, guys, I am just the messenger here. My opinions, I try to throw in my 2 cents at the end of these videos, but I just don't know what to say with these recalls anymore. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Baloney recall as well. We're going to get into that toward the end of this video, but I want to talk about this one first. So, Kraft Heinz, as USA Today says in their headline, Kraft Heinz recalls over 360,000 pounds of turkey bacon over listeria risk. Listeria over the summer has been running rampant, guys. We've been getting a lot of recalls on products over the summer and before, the spring, summer, lots of things that have been on recall due to listeria. Kraft Heinz is recalling about 367,812 pounds of fully cooked turkey bacon products that may be contaminated with listeria, the U.S. Department of Agricultural, Food Safety, and Inspection Service announced on Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. The affected turkey bacon was produced from April 24th through June 11th, according to FSIS's announcement. The impacted products, which have the USDA mark of inspection on the front of the label, were shipped to retail locations nationwide. And some were exported to the British Virgin Islands and Hong Kong, the Public Health Agency has said. The FSIS added that there have been no confirmed reports of, quote, adverse reactions, end quote, in those who have consumed the recalled turkey bacon. The agency suggests that anyone concerned about a possible illness contact a healthcare provider. Okay, so this is going on to say what Kraft Heinz turkey bacon products were recalled. Let's see, it was 12-ounce vacuum-packed packages of, quote, Oscar Mayer turkey bacon original, end quote, with universal product code, UPC code, quote, 071-871-548-601, end quote. Printed on the packaging under the barcode and, quote, used by, end quote, dates ranging from, quote, 18th of July, 2025, end quote, to, quote, August 2nd, 2025, end quote, as well as lot code RS40. 36-ounce packages containing 3 12-ounce vacuum-packed packages of, quote, Oscar Mayer turkey bacon original, end quote, with universal product code, or UPC code, 071-871-548-748, end quote, printed on the packaging under the barcode and, quote, used by, end quote, dates ranging from, quote, July 23rd, 2025 to September 4th, 2025, as well as lot codes RS19, RS40, and RS42. And 48-ounce packages containing 4 12-ounce vacuum-packed packages of, quote, Oscar Mayer turkey bacon original, end quote, with UPC code 071-871-548-793, end quote, printed on the packaging under the barcode and, quote, used by, end quote, dates ranging, quote, a lot of quotes here, ranging from July 18th, 2025, end quote, to, quote, September 4th, 2025, end quote, as well as lot codes RS10, RS40, and RS42. I go on to say here, how was listeria found in the Kraft Heinz turkey bacon, which is Oscar Mayer? According to the FSIS, the issue was discovered after the company's testing indicated the product may be contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes, however you pronounce that, Listeria. Consuming food contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes can cause listeriosis, a serious infection that mainly affects older adults, people with weakened immune systems, and pregnant women and their newborns, the FSIS said, adding that people of these risk groups are less commonly impacted. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. What are the symptoms of listeriosis? I've gone over this a lot over the last year, but we're going to go over it again. Per the FSIS, listeriosis symptoms can include fever, muscle aches, headaches, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions, sometimes preceded by diarrhea and other gastrointestinal symptoms. The infection, which is invasive and can spread beyond the gastrointestinal tract, can cause miscarriages, stillbirths, premature delivery, and life-threatening infection of pregnant women's newborns, the FSIS said. Serious and sometimes fatal infections in older adults and people with weakened immune systems are also possible. Okay. Those in the higher risk categories who experience flu-like symptoms within 2 months. This is what gets me. It's like, okay, in 2 months, let me record what I ate 2 months ago. Oh, this tastes a little funny. I better jot a note down. Anyway, those in the higher risk. I mean, if this is something that you eat on a regular basis and maybe a month or so later you start feeling bad and it maybe feels a little different than just the cold or flu, then yeah, you might want to get checked out. And, this could be like, I get it. Something you ate a couple months ago, that's going to be kind of hard to narrow down. Those in the higher risk categories who experience flu-like symptoms within 2 months after eating contaminated food are advised to seek medical care and tell their health care provider about eating the contaminated food, according to the Public Health Agency. Listeriosis is commonly treated with antibiotics. So, it's good, if it's something you eat on a regular basis, and, you start feeling ill like a month or two later, it might be a good idea to let your doctor know that, hey, Dano told you about this, right? This is all over the news. You want to check, make sure that you don't have this, right? So, I'm better safe than sorry, I guess. Okay, what should people do if they have the recalled turkey bacon? Anyone who has purchased the recalled Kraft Heinz turkey bacon products is urged not to consume them, the FSIS said. The products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase immediately, the agency added. Get your money back. Get your money back. Quote here, FSIS is concerned that some products may be in consumers' refrigerators or freezers, end quote, the agency has said. So make sure if you have this in your fridge or freezer, make sure you are taking precautions. I would call the company. They may not want you to bring it back, but make sure you get your money back. We're really... me and Jessica are saving all of our receipts. We're throwing all of our receipts in boxes, different things that we buy, even grocery receipts and everything. These days it's like there are just so many daggone recalls that, it's like we want to make sure that if something does happen, we do have a receipt. But I would feel like the company would still do it. I would hope so. I would really hope so. Okay, let's look into this Baloney recall. Bologna. Let's see. There we go. Bologna recall. Baloney. Okay, so I was going to do this. I was pretty busy over the weekend. Last couple days I've been really busy kind of doing some things off camera here. But we'll go into this. There wasn't a lot of news on this. I know some of you guys were commenting on this. I don't really like to put stuff out here unless we're 100%. I will go to the most recent here of what we know, because that's what a lot of these articles are. Like, what do we know? What is going on? It sounds like a lot of people don't really know what's going on. But we're going to pick, let's see, NBC News. This was 1 day ago. Baloney by Geysers European-style provisions recalled due to misbranding. So that is what has caused this, is a misbranding label. Geysers or Gazers, Gaiser''. We'll call it Geysers. European-style provisions has issued a recall for nearly 150,000 pounds of Baloney because of misbranding, health officials announced Friday, which would be last Friday. What a waste, huh? Oh, anyway. In total, 416,000 pounds of the New Jersey-based company's ready-to-eat bologna is being recalled because it contains, quote, meat or poultry source materials that are not declared on the product labels, end quote. The Agricultural Department Food Safety and Inspection Service has said. The recalled items include, quote, family tree bologna veal containing undeclared pork. Okay, so I can see why this is a problem, right? Because if you can't have pork, if these things aren't labeled on there and it's something that you normally buy, you could have an allergen or something to this. I mean, this is important, but we wanted to make sure that the information, there were a lot of things that were confusing about this one. Confusing, but it does sound like it's for real. So, let's see. The recalled items include, quote, family tree bologna veal, end quote, containing undeclared pork, babushkas, quote, babushka's recipe chicken bologna, end quote, containing undeclared pork, quote, fancy bologna, end quote, labeled with pork, but containing undeclared beef and chicken, and Geysers, or quote, Geysers Russian brand Doktorskaya, Doktorskaya, Doktorskaya bologna, end quote, containing undeclared beef as well as other products. The issue was discovered following a complaint through the Office of Inspector General's hotline. It was found that the products contained source materials that were not declared on the label. Health officials said no adverse health effects are expected, and there have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption. That we know yet. I said that myself. That we know yet. These things have the tendency to grow. This is probably the exact number because they have the numbers of the labels and stuff like that. As far as the whole, we don't know. Like, that is one of the main concerns, like with the turkey bacon and stuff. It's like, this stuff could still be in your fridge. This stuff could still be in your fridge too. And you don't know which product is which. It's just, almost said a bad word there. Easy, Dano. The Danomites would not appreciate that. Sometimes I feel like some of this news warrants a little sailor language, but we're going to keep it PG-13 because we have families that watch this channel. So if you feel like cursing, please leave it off the channel. We have families that watch our shows. We do a lot of things on this channel, a lot of entertaining videos. I've had to take down a lot of comments lately, which I'm surprised that YouTube didn't because I have it set up to where a lot of it should be. But I don't know. Sometimes they slip through. So please, no cussing. If you do, just no F-bombs, please. No SH words. Just keep it cool. Keep it mellow. I know these are trying times, right? I know it's rough, guys, but let's keep it cool. Health officials said no adverse health effects are expected, and there have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption. Anyone who purchased the products is urged not to consume them and to throw them away or return them to place of purchase. Return them to place of purchase. The only way these companies are ever going to learn, guys, is if you get your money back. Because if you get your money back, they are still paying. They're paying for it. If you don't, then all of that, then they just made all the money, and they're not paying for it. They just made all the money. Why would they change their system if they're not losing money? Now, I would think that there has to be some kind of morals in a company and be like, oh, no, we got to make it right. Got to make it right. Let's do this. Don't worry about the money. We'll figure it out. There's some, things we can do. Hopefully some kind of write-offs or something. I don't know. But, I do know that some of these trusted names, like Kraft Heinz and some of these other companies, that have had some issues over the last few years with all these insane amount of recalls. I mean, Quaker Oats comes to mind, right? Or, we've had our issues with Smithfield. We've had our issues with Tyson. I just heard, I don't know if it's still going on, but I heard there was some massive strike approved of a Tyson company in Amarillo, Texas. Now, this was a few days ago, so I don't know if that's happened, but I mean, it's a pretty big meat processing company down there in Amarillo, Texas. But I don't know, hopefully they work things out. I know they're wanting higher wages, and I'm sure they deserve it. But anyway, just wanted to bring across those couple recalls. And again, Quaker, that plant was shut down. That was well over a year ago. Some of these ones we've gone over. The ones that are new here is the Baloney and the turkey bacon. Sorry guys, there's just so many. It's hard to keep up with it all, and it's like, I can't cover them all the time. Thank you all who have left comments on this, so that the baloney thing was a little fishy there for a couple days. I was reading things, and I didn't necessarily. Not that I didn't believe it, but there were things that kept coming out like every few hours, and whenever it's something like that, you want to make sure that you're not. I don't want to put out information and then have to put more information out like an hour later, because I would feel compelled to do that, right? If something is different and something changes, something may still change, but at this point, it's like, we got to get the information out here so that you are well aware of what's going on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.